What do you want? When do you want?
More than 50 years after the civil rights movement, African Americans are still protesting civil injustices across the country. Recent demonstrations have gained international support against racial discrimination, with many in the United Kingdom defying social distancing regulations to display solidarity with the victims of oppression and to protest against racial injustices in the UK. The hashtags Innocent Lives Matter and Supremacy of Justice saw Ahmadi Muslims across the world spread messages of unity, justice, and brotherhood as taught in Islam. The words of the worldwide head of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, may Allah be his helper, in his many international addresses were shared to promote the importance of Islam's teachings of equality and absolute justice. His Holiness commented on this civil unrest in his Friday sermon on the 5th of June 2020, advising members of the community.
दुआ करें कि अल्लाह ताला जहाँ कोरोना की वबा से और आफात से दुनिया को पाक करे, वहाँ इंसानों को ये अकल और समझ भी दे कि उनकी बका और बचत एक खुदा की तरफ झुकने और एक दूसरे के हकूक़ अदा करने में, दुनिया से फितना व फसाद ख़त्म करने में कुर्बानी देते हुए अपनी हुकूमतों को अल्लाह ताला अकल दे कि इंसाफ पर मबनी निज़ाम चलाएं.
June the 19th, also known as Juneteenth in the United States of America, is a day on which Americans across the country commemorate the anniversary of the emancipation of slaves. In response to the recent crisis, the Pan-African Ahmadiyya Muslim Association UK held a commemoration of the emancipation of slaves by Islam some 1,400 years ago, and organised a virtual solidarity event on June the 19th, 2020, entitled Challenging Racism and Injustice. Streamed on the PAAMA Video's YouTube and Facebook channels, over 10,000 views of the programme have been recorded, and many distinguished guests from the UK and USA participated in the event via Zoom. Following the recitation of the Holy Quran by Master Nasir Ahmed Owusu Konadu and the translation by Master Israfil Kusi Ado, the event began with a welcome address from the National President of PAAMA UK, Mr. Tommy Callon.
We are convened here today to deepen our consciousness of the duties which we owe each other at the moral and spiritual levels. For Muslims, and indeed for all mankind, Islam seeks to stimulate and deepen that consciousness. It draws the attention of mankind towards fulfilling both the rights of God and the rights of God's creation.
Esteemed guests who spoke during the event included the Lord Mayor for Liverpool, Councillor Anna Rothery, MP for Glasgow, the Right Honourable Alison Thewlis, the Head of Hate Crime, Surrey Police, Superintendent Sailesh Limbachia, the Queen Mother of Jamestown, Ghana, Her Royal Highness Na Chochosoyo I, Station Commander, Handsworth West Midlands Fire and Rescue Service, Samantha Samuels, the President of PAAMA USA, Dr. Basir Rodney, and the MP for Rutherglen and Hamilton, the Right Honourable Margaret Ferrier.
Where many of our leaders have failed, ordinary people are stepping up to the challenge to educate themselves, stand up to racism, and give a voice to those who feel like they aren't heard.
Various video presentations were given, including the message of peace and justice given by His Holiness Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, may Allah be his helper, in his worldwide tours, and a message from children regarding Innocent Lives Matter and the supremacy of justice. The keynote address was delivered by Dr. Hassan Wahab, the editor for the Race and Equality section of the Review of Religions, who spoke about the importance of speaking out against injustice and the responsibility of leaders in society to discharge their rights to their people.
If he who has been made the guardian or responsible over people does not carry out his responsibility properly, or if in their well-being there is any shortcomings, then upon his death Allah the Almighty will make paradise forbidden for him. All people in authority who have an opportunity to speak up, to speak against racism and injustice and oppression of African Americans, indeed of all oppressed people, if they fail to discharge their duties. And this is what the Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has said.
A live question and answer session was hosted by missionary Nuruddin Jahangir, missionary Abdullah Dibba, and missionary Humayun Jahangir, with viewers on Facebook and YouTube sending in their questions relating to:
what role does religion play, if any, in eradicating racism?
The event's closing remarks were given by the national president of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, Mr. Rafiq Ahmed Hayat, who portrayed the importance of recognizing the Imam of the age to unite in creating a peaceful and just society in our lifetimes.
Allah has started the institution of Khilafat in this world. And it is the Khulafas of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community who, inshallah, will be able to bring peace and justice in this world. And without peace and justice, we will not be able to resolve some of the problems that we're finding, whether it is against Black brothers in the United States, or whether it is our Rohingya Muslims in Burma, or Muslims in China, or indeed any other faith groups. I want our children, our grandchildren, to grow up in a peaceful world which has hope and not the type of despair that we find in some parts of the world at this moment in time. May Allah bless you all.
This report is brought to you from MTA International, UK studios in London.